What we'll be doing in this video is give my first impressions of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I just want to give a bit of a spoiler warning. I'm not really featuring any footage that is later on in the game. I am still very early on in the game myself. But what we'll be talking about is stuff new that isn't in Breath of the Wild. I will be showing off something that wasn't in Breath of the Wild. So if you want to experience that sort of thing for yourself, I just thought it would be best if I did give you that warning first. Before getting into the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to Nintendo for sending me this Zelda package to celebrate the launch of Tears of the Kingdom. It did come in a collector edition like box. I really do like the box it came in as well. It got Tears of the Kingdom at the back. I thought that was really cool as well. But yeah, I got a luggage tag, a collector's coin, something called a Tears of the Kingdom Shikishi or Shakishi. I might have pronounced the word wrong, apologies if I have. But yeah, I got some Tears of the Kingdom stickers. I got a poster in there, as well as a Tears of the Kingdom backpack and hoodie, and also a physical copy of the game. By the way, the backpack is absolutely fantastic, and I love the hoodie as well. It's got a really cool logo at the back. It's got the Tears of the Kingdom logo at the front as well. Love the hoodie, love the backpack, I love everything that Nintendo sent me. And yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you once again to Nintendo for sending me this Zelda package. And yeah, I really do appreciate them doing that. I do believe I have to put something like hashtag gifted on screen around about now. But yeah, I just want to once again say a massive thank you to Nintendo for making the launch period of Tears of the Kingdom. It's like Breath of the Wild. It was one of my favourite games of all time. The sequel coming out and me getting this stuff as well. I don't know, it's just made this time that extra bit special. Yeah, anyway, let's go back to the video. So yeah, my first impressions are that I'm having a blast playing the game. I tried to go in as blind as possible just so that I could, get some surprises myself whilst playing the game, get to experience some of the stuff in the actual game itself. So I didn't watch the treehouse stuff. I didn't watch the gameplay that Nintendo did show off in April. I tried to go in as blind as possible, and I'm really glad I did that because yeah, it's just leading into a really fun experience for me so far. I really did enjoy Breath of the Wild. It was the first proper open world game I played in my life. And yeah, what a introduction to the open world genre Breath of the Wild was. And yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, it starts off in the sky. And yeah, I just feel like that was a really great way to start off the game. By the way, the opening for this game, the stuff that you do see at the start, wow, you definitely need to check that out for yourself. That did really impress me. It really set up the game really well. But having stuff like the sky, where you start off first, it helps to make the game feel different. And also you got new abilities compared to Breath of the Wild. So you got Ascend, which is really fun. And you get to learn about that through shrines. But then throughout the Sky Island, you get to build on top of that, and you get to play around with those abilities by completing puzzles. And yeah, those puzzles were really fun to complete as well. Talking about shrines, what I have played so far, they seem to be as good as ever. They seem to be just as good as the shrines in Breath of the Wild. I'm really pleased that they have returned in Tears of the Kingdom. I loved exploring the Sky Island. I spent so much time doing that, and yeah, compared to other people, I'm sure some people jumped straight out of the sky pretty much as soon as possible. But yeah, I tried to spend as much time up in there. I just really enjoyed my time up there, but of course I went down to Hyrule, and then I, sort of experienced something new about Hyrule, and that is the chasms, that is the depth, that is like the underground world. And yeah, that is something new compared to Breath of the Wild, definitely something different. And you know what, I really enjoyed the first little mission you do get when you have to try and, follow Robbie. That was really fun, it was really intense. I made it a little bit harder for myself because I didn't sort of light up the area. I didn't do that. But yeah, just going into the dark sort of area, and with the introduction of caves as well, it just gives you something new to explore. And this was my first experience of some of the new enemy types in there as well. The enemies had different variations to what we did see in Breath of the Wild. I found the underworld really intense because if you do pretty much lose health, that is it. You will not be able to recover that health. So it just makes it a little bit harder, makes it a little bit more difficult than, you know, what you are used to quite early on. And yeah, I can't wait to explore more of these underworld areas. But yeah, the first one was definitely intense. I was trying to not take health because yeah, I didn't have many hearts at the time. I'm really liking mechanics like being able to fuse arrows to materials that you do have, so you can create like bomb arrows without needing to buy bomb arrows, or create fire arrows without buying them. I just really like that new mechanic. I like being able to throw materials as well. It just adds that little bit of extra goodness compared to Breath of the Wild. It is exactly what a sequel should do. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have played so far. With Breath of the Wild, I spent my time playing that game. I didn't want to rush that game. I didn't want to rush perfection as what I saw it. And this is my sort of thought process going into Tears of the Kingdom. I don't want to rush through it. I have put quite a lot of time into Tears of the Kingdom without getting that far into the game. But yeah, I just want to take my own pace with this game because right now I am really enjoying it. I probably will make a follow-up video, maybe in a month's time, maybe in 6 weeks' time, talking about my fuller thoughts on Tears of the Kingdom. But right now, Tears of the Kingdom feels like the perfect sequel to me, to one of my favourite games of all time. It's building on what Breath of the Wild did so well, and it's adding its new flavour into it with these underworld areas. I've heard about an aspect that did get revealed in an interview which I don't really want to talk about, but also you got the new abilities as well that add that extra little bit of uniqueness compared to Breath of the Wild. I just can't wait to keep playing this game, so that is why I'm going to shut up now and say once again thank you to Nintendo for supplying me with a copy of the game as well as all of the other stuff. That is it with this video. I will see you in another video soon. Let me know your thoughts on Tears of the Kingdom in the comment section below.